As I stated earlier in the video, in another video, today we're doing control arms on a 2003 Buick Century. I already did one side. Here's what the outcome product will look like. That black piece there. There's a bushing back here behind the CV axle. And you also have to remove your sway bar link, which I already did a video on that, how to replace it. All in all, the hardest part is going to be the ball joint, because you got like no room to get in there to get the cotter pin and the nut off. Okay, this is the driver's side, passenger side, same exact way. First rule, take off the wheel. Well, jack it up, put on jack stands, like so, then take off the wheel. Then, what you want to do on both sides, because you're going to be fighting the sway bar if you don't, because it's putting counter pressure on, is take the link out. Trust me. And just go to town and start taking stuff apart. This bolt here, the head of this is a T55. It looks like the bushing starting to come out of this one too. So I did an oil change on it the other day, and I drove it in the garage here back and forth, and I stopped it, and I felt like a play, then I felt the stop. So usually when you get that play, because this is your lower suspension right here, as far as movement back and forth. So you just gotta tread carefully when it comes to this stuff. But yeah, this is a T55 under here, this bolt. This is a 21, I believe it's 21. Yeah, now what I did, I have the Nano here, this guy, I just put the bit on it and just use the impact and use the wrench to hold the nut. Now this guy here, this is an 18 millimeter. Are you focusing? Yes. And there's a through bolt, the other end, right there, that nut right there, I think, yeah, that's a 21. And the sway bar links are both 13 millimeter, which go right here. The hole is by the CV axle. And the ball joint, the stock one, is an 18 millimeter, and the new one is a 19 millimeter. So if you don't have any of them tools, maybe perhaps watch this video, then go buy it. Tools you need. Just get your basic socket set. You may need to get a 21, but I also did this with a combination of air tools and hand tools, mainly air tools, because, you know, why not? So, alright, I'm going to put the camera down and start busting some nuts loose. Key thing about this is getting it lined up correctly. You don't strip it out, then you really have to crick. Loose, and you can move the nut by hand. You're good. Just leave it there. Now on to the ball joint, actually. Okay, this can be the pain in the butt right here, this stupid thing. So it has a cotter pin on it, just push it down. Sorry about the light. And I think having this car garage kept is saving me a whole lot of time and aggravation, because normally cotter pins are the most pain in the butt from anything to get off. Now, you got it loose. Get your side cutters. That's what we're going to call them in these videos, side cutters, not the actual name, because people might get offended. Use the knuckle once you get a grip, and just pry. And you get the sucker out. Okay, now I might be in the way. I'm using my phone, so I can't see what the camera sees, but get your 18mm wrench. You can only use the open end for this part. This really sucks time, but deal with it. Okay, now like I said, this is a very slow process. Oh, thank God. I heard it broke loose, so don't think I'm like something stupid. Now you're gonna get the nut moving pretty well till you get almost to the top of the threads, and then it won't come out because it don't like you. And by the way, wrenches usually have an offset. Like this one isn't perfectly straight. There's a slight offset, so you can flip the wrench to get in different angles of different bolts and nuts. Just throwing it out there. And I'm doing this towards myself. I'm not gonna record the whole thing. Now, what you wanna do, get your wheel straight again, because this is where the exciting part happens. You get to use one of these. If you don't have one of these, you can just beat the crap out of it with a hammer. But that's a pickle fork. So I'm going to straighten the wheel and get that bushing, where are you? Back the under out. Or get that bolt loose rather. Just thought of something I could show you real quick. If you run into this, you don't really have a whole lot of room to get back here to get this bolt out. So what you can do once you get everything loose is put the bolt on there, or put the wrench on there, and just use the body of the car and just do that a bunch of times to get it out. Just throwing it out there. I got that loose, by the way. Well, for me, it's the fun part. And you get your pickle fork or whatever. You shove it between the ball joint boot and the knuckle and beat. God, I wish I had a lift. Yeah. And this should knock it loose. You'll know. That did it. I might hit the camera, sorry. Get the light out of my face. Your nut also holds that down. The holds it in so it don't go flying out. Like so. Then your old castle nut. And I think a tap or two. Pickle fork back in there, wedge it in there, there. Oh, loosey-goosey. Now, try and get your bolt that was hanging out, up and out. Oh, another tip trick, top tip, whatever. Put your nut back on your bolt. Like I'm doing right like this. That way, I put it somewhere, forget about it. Because your luck, you're going to need it and you're not going to know what the heck you did with it. Then, simply pull and yank. Like so. Oh, that one was wasted. Now this one on the other side was a pain in the rear end too. This stupid thing. But I figured if I push down a little bit, flex that metal, and lift up. Oh man, that was shot. Hold on a sec, I can't do this and hold the camera at the same time. Well, I got it out, but it I never seen that before in real life. The bushing just came out of the hole. Wow. But I'm not gonna throw these away. I'm gonna clean them up and repurpose them, because the bushing, the control arms I got were only $65 US on Amazon. So they're probably not going to hold up too long. Fortunately, this job isn't too awful bad to do, but I'm gonna probably do the video on how to recondition these, because really I could just bought the bushings and call it a day. And a new ball joint. Ew, that ball joint's all kinds of nasty. Yeah, she was ready to pop. She gonna start making noises and playing and wearing tire funny. Okay, one more tip. You go to put this back in, you might be in for a little bit of a fight. So what I recommend you do, get a pry bar or screwdriver or something, put in this hole, bend this piece of metal down. When you tighten it up with the nut, it'll go back to how it's supposed to go. Then, in this order, put the round one there, then put that other through one right there in that bushing, that hole, then your ball joint, just right there. Well, it's supposed to be somewhere in there. Yeah, right there. Okay, we're not at the end of the video yet. I just want to say a couple things. First of all, have fun doing this. This one might be worth taking it to a shop with them, fight with it. Because the driver's side has been hell on me. And two things, maybe more. A couple things. Number one, buy some of these. Just buy this. I'll link it in the description. Because the cotter pins that come with the parts are way too big, and I don't know if I can get a good shot, but if you can see it, the cotter pin had to go in from the back side towards the inside, and the ones they gave you were like 3 inches long, which is ain't gonna happen. So I'm just gonna throw those away and forget about this stupid job. This thing. Oh, if I could only. Oh. Anyway. Another thing before you go, I mean, yes, I have not tightened any of these nuts and bolts up yet. Just the ball joint's tight. This one's still loose. If you can see it. Yeah. Yeah, because what you want to do is get your jack under here. Put this up to about right height. Then tighten it down, because if you don't, you'll stretch these bushings and you have to do this a lot sooner than you want. I mean, like I said, this car is a 2003 Buick. The car is, as of today, 17 years old. Hello. 3D wrench. Got the wrench right there. And I got socket for the 1/2 inch right yonder, which that Harbor Freight one's a PLS, don't even buy it. And there's your 18 to screw them all in. So I'm going to get the jack and do that. Hopefully it'll be a good angle. I don't know. I'm just going to go with it. right there is about right. Okay. I'm trying to do this all one cut. I doubt it though. I'm trying to go stupid in there. Alright, hopefully the compressor won't be gone either. Try it out. Yeah. Sorry, car. Alright, now. Oh, stop. Oh, I had it at Ford. Idiot. Stupid sensitive knobs. The Ugga torque spec thing. Get your Astro. Or whatever you have. Please, compressor, don't kick on. You're noisy and annoying. Alright, here we go with this one. I hope you're in frame. I think you are. Sorry about that. Come on. Motherfucker. There. Jesus. Alright, here we go. And that's done. Holy friggin' Leah. Alright, yes, we're filming. Okay, now, stabilizer bushing time. I forgot how to do it in the first video, I'm not gonna lie. I had to look back at the footage. However, I did remember this one. So, it's really easy once you figure the thing out. That did not make it. Okay, now, you take off all these bushings, except for leave the bottom one. Now, shove that one through the bottom hole. That whole stack you just took off, put it back on. It goes plastic or rubber, plastic, rubber, like so. Come on. And these you gotta tighten simultaneous or independent. So do one side, get them ready. Do one side, then do the other. Drop your bushing. Come on. So this is where it's tricky because they're old and a little crusty. Okay. Get your bushing started. Put it. You can lift your sway bar a little bit and you have some wiggle with it. And shove the bolt up. Then where's the bush? Oh, I put it up? I did, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Oh my god, don't watch me. Okay, now, as I was saying, you want rubber down here, rubber up here, plastic, rubber, rubber, then the nut piece. Come on, get up there. Somehow like that, yeah. Okay, get your pry bar or whatever you got, pry it down a little bit. Still under pressure because of the bushings. That's how that's supposed to look when it's done. Now I gotta go to the other side. I'll do that off camera. And tighten them down and I think I may have pushed the piston out on this side a little bit because I was using the pry bar as a moving tool because I think the strut garments are starting to go bye-bye. But I don't care about that right now. Other side's already tightened. Doing this side. Put the wheel back on. And torqued. I'm good to go. I'm over this job, boy. This took more out of me than I thought it would. Work 8 hours, come home, fight with this thing. Okay, that is the end of the video. I'm going to thank you for watching. I know it wasn't as detailed as I normally do, but like I said, I worked all day. I just want to get this done. But now, I put the wheels back on, pump the brakes, and move it around, see if it still does it. It better not do it. Or I'll leave links to everything, the Nano, the Cotter pins, the parts. The parts were just awesome. And that's about it. Like I said, that's the driver's side inner CV boot, which you just push the whole thing. So that'll be probably a future video. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.